Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today, we're going to react to Good Burger 2 is yet another nostalgia bait sequel. Now, I recently watched this. I must say this. I thought it was pretty good, but I'm going to leave my thoughts at the end, though. So, I'm going to let Bro with Glasses get his thoughts off, and then I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts at the end about the Good Burger 2, because I thought it was pretty solid. But without further ado, let's get right into it.
Let me propose a movie idea to you. What if we took a beloved movie from a long time ago and made a sequel? I know, mind-blowing stuff here, but what if, instead of creating an original story, we just copy the first one and modernize it? That's Good Burger 2 in a nutshell.
Man, this dude is off the chain.
The best thing I can say about Good Burger 2 is also the worst thing I can say about Good Burger 2. And it's that the sequel is a complete rehash of the original movie, except not as funny. Let's be real here. Expectations were not high, but after watching Good Burger 2, I still feel like I wasted an hour and a half of my life. Good Burger 2 picks up in real time after the 1997 movie. Ed has continued to work at Good Burger and even managed to create a family, which is quite nice. Meanwhile, Dexter is still the same old con man whose idiotic invention backfires on him, and he's forced to work at Good Burger to make ends meet. On the back end, a ghost from their past threatens the future of Good Burger, and they have to team up to stop the mega corporation from ruining fast food forever. Okay. Kel Mitchell, who was most likely the only person invested in this sequel, slips right back.
Facts. Hey, that's facts though. Kel was really like the only. I'm not gonna say he was the only person, but I will say that he had to be the most enthusiastic out the entire cast, because he really carried this movie on his own, bro. Like, real talk, Kel carried this movie on his own, bro. Like I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Kel carried this movie, bro.
Into the Ed character like he never left. He nails all the mannerisms, the voice, and he hasn't lost a step as far as comedic timing. I'm sure he was ecstatic to play the Ed character once again, as he pretty much fell into obscurity once Kenan and Kel ran its course. Speaking of Kenan Thompson, it's obvious that he's just here for the check. Sure, we got a interview here and a Good Burger sketch there, but Kenan has done everything in his power to not be around Kel. And while his film career hasn't lit the world on fire, Kenan has done very well for himself.
Yeah.
But his performance here is pretty much nothing. Almost every scene.
He had a way better performance than Fat Albert. That's all I'm gonna say. Kenan had a better performance than Fat Albert than in this movie. But he played his character, though. His character didn't require a lot of... Yeah. Because it's like a grown-up version of Dexter, so it doesn't have to be all outlandish like it was when they were kids. So it kind of makes sense. But Kel held it down.
He's in feels like Kenan is reading his lines off a teleprompter. Sure, he'll give you a smile here and there, but you can tell his heart is not into it. The comedy feels like it was written in 1997. Which is good for anyone who came for nostalgia bait. But if you're looking to attract a new audience, I can't really say how many people are gonna find this kind of comedy funny. Sure, it worked back then, but Good Burger is definitely a product of the time.
Yeah.
Especially at a point where Nickelodeon was at its hottest.
Yeah. From
their cartoons to their game shows and all of that, which ended up spawning Good Burger in the first place. But with this movie, I laughed maybe once or twice. Besides that, I was just waiting for the movie to be over. The most pathetic aspect of Good Burger 2 is the C-list celebrity appearances they managed to get. all of whom show up for less than a minute of screen time. Pete Davidson, Mark Cuban, Kai Cenat, Young Gravy. I am so out of touch. There's also a We Are the World parody featuring actors who couldn't be bothered to show up on set, so they all filmed 30-second cameos put together on Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, I was kind of upset that old girl didn't show up, because I felt like I was highly upset when I saw old girl right here. She didn't show up. I was like, wow, so you didn't want to be a part of this? This is... It ain't like, I mean, unless she out here doing Tubi movies, I don't really see how she couldn't be involved in this. Instead of doing that 30-second We Are the World bullshit, which I skipped over. I skipped over that. But I was upset when I saw her face. I was like, really, bitch? Really? Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way you out here doing this. Okay, this is fucking ridiculous.
It's actually pretty embarrassing. We even get shameless product placement.
Yeah, there was product placement.
DoorDash, Doritos. Like, these chicks aren't even eating the chips in this scene. Literally just holding the bag up for the camera. Do you see it? There's the logo right there. Just hold that shot. Don't move. Right there. I mean, somebody had to pay for this movie, and it wasn't going to be Paramount. In conclusion, Good Burger 2 is a movie that didn't need to be made and will be forgotten about by Christmas.
Yep.
Is it a bad movie?
No,
not at all.
It's solid.
Is it forgettable? You damn right.
Yeah, it is kind
Y'all
of
stay frosty. I'm out.
But no, in my personal opinion, though, let me give y'all my personal opinion. I love this movie for what it did. It did its job. That's the main thing that I think we all have to start taking into account with these movies nowadays. Did it do its job? And I say it did its job because, for one, we didn't have no wokey woke nonsense. We didn't have no LGBTQ shit. We didn't have no fucking Black Lives Matter shit. We didn't have no feminism shit. We didn't have no message behind it. It was no wokey woke shitness. All it was a simple two dudes working at a burger joint going on an adventure to save their restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Going on a wacky adventure, pretty much. That's really what it does. That's what the first movie did, and the second movie followed that up. They stuck to the formula. And that is the main thing that I can say I appreciate about this movie, and I wish that other fucking movies would try to do, instead of try to be so woke and try to be so up to date with the feminism and the gay shit and the Black Lives Matter shit. I really hate when they incorporate that into movies from the past, especially like fucking Coming to America 2, Space Jam 2. Oh my god, the shit was terrible. Just fucking ruined the classics. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really makes no sense for this shit to be wokey woke when realistically the first movie was just about going on adventures. You know what I'm saying? Going on wacky adventures, just entertaining. You can't entertain and be woke. Either you're woke or you're gonna entertain me. You can't do both, especially with kids movies. But Good Burger did it right. And I feel like that's what, if you gonna try to bank off of old properties, making sequels or reboots, you need to not do so much wokey woke shit. Now, I know that worked with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot, but still, that works in that area though. That genre is okay. But a kid's show or a kid's movie that you try to make a sequel to or reboot, you gotta understand you can't include that wokey woke shit. You have to do it right. What was the original about? Okay, so what should the sequel be about? It should be the same thing. We shouldn't be adding layers onto it. Now, yeah, you had to modernize it a little bit to get with the times and all that because you don't want to have it stuck in 1997. But still, I feel like this movie did its job, and that's why I say it was really solid for what it was. I chuckled a couple of times at a couple of other stuff that was going on here. Kel did his part. The only thing I hated about Kel was the fact that they put all that goddamn makeup on him trying to make him look young as possible, which I really didn't appreciate because Kel just didn't seem healthy in this movie. I hate to say it, but Kel did not seem healthy in this movie, bro. They was better off just letting him grow his beard out and being a dad at this point because the makeup was too much for me. And plus, it wasn't matching with his face. It wasn't matching with his body. Like, his hands and his arms were darker than his face. Like, I didn't appreciate all that makeup they put on him. They did too much to try to make him look like he was still young Ed. Like, nah, bro. He's older now. He's got kids. Like, let Ed be an adult. You know what I'm saying? Would have been nice to see some character development. I mean, they put more character development into Dexter than they did Ed. And I wish that, you know what I'm saying, it just is what it is. But I still say it's pretty solid. I got my chuckles off here and there. I thought it was pretty dope. It was a pretty dope sequel. Would I watch it again? Absolutely not. Is it something that I would is it something I would go back to? Absolutely not. One time view is all I need. But anyways though, I'm just going to leave it right there for right now. Tell me what y'all think about Good Burger 2 down in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Me personally, I enjoyed it. Didn't have no wokey woke nonsense in there. It did its job, and that's the main thing. Did it do its job like the first movie did? Did the first movie job? The first movie did its job, but did the second movie do the same job as the first movie? And I feel like as long as the movie is doing its job and doing what it's supposed to do, then there should be no problems. I feel like it was solid. I'm not going to say it was great, but it was solid. And I feel like solid is better than anything. But anyways, though, tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I'll get back to you. So then, peace out.